Hey guys, it's Thursday, which means that today I am one of your Thursday slots. Sorry, something was in my throat. So this week everyone has been giving you their their stories, I guess, of coming out of the closet, and I guess today's my turn, really. Coming out of the closet for me wasn't really a good experience, if I'm honest. I came out, I believe, at too much of a young age, which means that people couldn't really understand for themselves because they tend to follow everyone else's opinions, and because of this I went through quite a lot of shit, really. I came out when I was 14. Basically what happened was, me and my close friend Amy T, who I've known for quite some time, we was going to town and we met up with her friend that she went to school with at the time, who's called Amy D, and I realised I really liked her, like, after a few days of hanging around with her and stuff. I mean, at first I didn't really realise what the knots in my stomach were, because I've never really liked anyone at that point. I don't know why, and then it actually hit me, like, I've always known deep down that I was never straight. Then I guess I came to terms with it myself, so I didn't really tell anyone. It was just me and this Amy D chick, but at the time she had a girlfriend, so we stayed friends, and then her and this girl broke up for different reasons. So me and the Amy's, we became really close. We were like the Three Musketeers, and then me and Amy D just got really close and we started going out on the 4th of January 2009. It's a bit weird how I can remember that, really, but she was my first girlfriend. So we went out. During this time I became overly stressed with school because I had to get up really early to travel there, and it would make me tired throughout the day, so I wouldn't be concentrating 100%. And because of this I didn't really listen in my classes, and if I did, I forgot most of what the teacher said, so I fell behind. To resolve this situation, I moved school, and I ended up going to the Amy school because their school is like around the corner from my house. So first day I went to their school was fucking awful. I don't know why I'm smiling about it, really, because it was awful, but I guess I'm just in a happy mood. So yeah, going to their school, it was horrible. Like, the first day I went there, because Amy D, her ex-girlfriend went to the same school as her because she was in the year above, like, she kept trying to talk to Amy, and I guess to try and make her jealous, she pointed at me because at the time I looked really gay. And she was just like, oh, that girl over there, she's well fit. And then Amy D turned around to her and was just like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. So with that knowledge, she went and told absolutely everyone, because that school wasn't a nice school at all. It was like the 7th worst school listed in the UK, and it was full of horrendous, narrow-minded people that were what we call chavs. So my first day of school, I went into the building. As soon as I went in the building, I had a massive group of people follow me around. It was weird. It was like I was a freak show, you know? I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a train going past my house. Anyway, yeah. I was like freak show. They followed me around. There was just like, kept repeatedly asking me the same question, are you a lesbian? It was like me saying yes for the one time wasn't enough for them. It's like they needed reassurance, like they couldn't believe there was a lesbian in the presence. They were like baffled with it. So yeah, fair enough being baffled, like, you know, but the way they treated me was horrible. I was like the freak of the school. I felt as though I stood out like a sore thumb, really. Going down the corridors, everyone would stop and stare and all that. But yeah, So I had these massive group of people following me around for the whole day, and because it was like a really bad school anyway, the teachers were either extremely intimidated or absolutely frightened of these students, so they didn't really try to stick up for you. It was like a kind of fend for yourself situation, and because it was just me, my one-man army, you know, against all these other people, couldn't really defend myself, could I? Absolutely anything could have happened. But I was too proud to go back into the closet. I didn't want to get pushed back in there and be, oh no, I'm not really gay, what are you talking about, kind of thing. It just came out. So yeah, I got followed around, and the teachers, they just pretty much gave up on life really. They didn't help. I even had them coming in my lessons, so I got even more distracted from like them than I did at my last school. Like at my last school I was really tired. At this school I've just got people following me around because I was gay. So the situation began to worsen. People tried to avoid me at all times. Like my own friends were like, I don't want to hang around with you anymore because I'm getting too much hassle for you being a lesbian. And some of these friends of mine were people that I've known for ages, and it just baffled me that these people just didn't want to stick up for me. They just wanted to fend for themselves, kind of thing. Like, yeah, it was understandable, I guess, because being in that situation was horrible. There were so many people that you had to fight with, but you sort of think that because these people are your friends, you think they're going to be there for you, because that's the definition of a friend really, isn't it? Like, they stuck up for you and stuff, but these people didn't. And one of my closest friends that I've known for some years was one of these people, and it was heartbreaking, but I guess I just tried to get on life really. So I guess at one point the situation did sort of get better. I got used to it and stuff, but I've had people throw the drinks on me, I've had people throw the food at me, I've had people just throw general stuff at me because they found it funny. And where we hung around, there was like a football field like next to it, and I had people try to blast the ball at me and stuff, and it's a pretty weird phobia, but I am absolutely fucking petrified of those really hard footballs, because when I was younger I got like one blasted into my jaw and I bit my tongue, and there was like blood and shit everywhere, and it hurt. So ever since then I've been absolutely petrified. So these people like kicking the ball at me, I was always on edge and couldn't feel comfortable in the environment, and you know, so there was that. And I've had people like bring knives into school and stuff, and this one occasion I can remember, it was like year 9, and I was taking, I think it was either a SAT or a GCSE, I can't really remember, but I went to the toilet because I finished earlier than everyone else. And when I went down like the little path where all the cubicles are on each side, like there's a window and there was a ledge, and these girls were sitting on it and they were all talking, and then as soon as they saw me they took one look and just stopped talking. It was like I just walked into their world, and they were just shocked that I even dared do that. I just ignored them. I went into the cubicle, and one of them was like, oh, maybe you should look at that picture of that girl on the wall and think yourself over it, you dirty dyke. And all my friends started laughing. She obviously must have thought that was some really witty like way to dub me, but it was ridiculous. There was no picture of a girl on the wall, by the way. She just thought it'd be funny to say that. So I ignored them, and then all of a sudden they thought it would be fun to start kicking my cubicle door in to try and get in, and they didn't get in. I mean, I blocked them, but if they did get in, they would have beaten the living taillights out of me because no one was around, and these students got away with practically anything because the teachers were just so fucking awful. But what also stopped them was, I guess, the deputy head came in because she must have heard them kicking the door, and they ran out. I just broke down in tears really. It was absolutely horrendous. So after a year of being there, I ended up getting anorexia because I was far too stressed to eat. I lost my appetite completely, and when I did eat, on the odd occasion I'd puke it back up. So I was a size nothing. And obviously it wasn't really healthy for me, so I moved to school. I moved back to my old school purely because I had so many friends there and stuff. And also when I moved back, me and this Amy D, we broke up anyway after going out for like over a year. We're still pretty good friends though, like we hated each other for quite some time, but we're good friends now. So I moved back to my school, and when I came out, like back in the early stage of when I came out to like my friends and stuff, and like my parents, like I came out to all my friends at this school that I've just moved back to, and my best friend, she completely disowned me and tried to get everyone else to turn on to me and stuff, and tried to get people to like give me grief for being lesbian and stuff, and some people tried but failed miserably because I have already been through so much shit for being a lesbian. These people's words didn't really have an effect on me. When I came out to my mum too, because I was getting bullied obviously in the other school, she weren't really phased. She said to me, oh, it's just a phase, but I'm still gay like 5 years later, so it's obviously not a phase. But you know, she's my parent, it's understandable that they'll be shocked. They're expecting you to get married and have children and stuff, and so yeah, they're going to be shocked when you just come out with something like that. But she still loves me, all my family still love me and stuff. So yeah, I moved back to school. A few people tried to have like little digs at me and stuff, nothing serious, because this school it was just like somewhere that I was so familiar with, so I wasn't too bothered about giving them some grief back if they tried. But I've just got to say one thing, and that is that my friend Georgina from this school has been and always has, like she will always will be, like a big star to me, because she stuck up for me even when people tried to say that we were going out because she was my friend, and she still does stick up for me, and she's just a fucking fantastic friend really, and fucking love that girl to death really. Like none of my other friends, like even ones that I've known like my whole life, have ever stuck up for me the way she did. And you know, doing that, she actually stopped people from giving me grief really, and I just admire her so much for the way she is and the way she was with me and stuff, and I value her friendship really. So that's all I really have to say about my coming out experiences. There's a few other stuff that happened, but I don't really want to get into all that. At the end of the day, I just believe that, you know, you shouldn't really hide who you are for other people's benefits, but as well as that, it's none of their business. So if you don't want to tell them you're gay, you don't have to. If you want to do it for yourself, then do that, but not for anyone else's, kind of thing, because they're just nosy really. And don't ever let people like try and change the way you are, because like I had so many people try to change me, but I'm still here, I'm still me, and I'm really impressed with myself for being this strong about such things. But it's way of life. I mean, you're always going to be coming out at the end of the day. There's never going to be a day where you're fully out as a lesbian, because you're going to always be meeting new people and stuff, so you're always going to be going through this taunting experience of having to come out. Like I had that when I moved to college, and then I had that my second year of college. So that's it really, that's my experiences of coming out. If you've got any questions or anything, don't like be afraid to ask me. And also my Tumblr is www.csforcunt.tumblr.com, and if you put /ask on the end of that, it will lead you to my ask box, so you can ask me things anonymously as well. You don't have to leave your name or anything, I don't mind. But apart from that, I look forward to speaking to you guys openly next Thursday, so I'll see you then guys, bye.